Welcome back, connoisseurs, to Cognac Corner, recorded in historic Soulard, Missouri. That is a lie. We are in St. Louis, Missouri. We are not in Soulard. Go follow Always Forward Media and Cognac Corner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Wild Ass. Rate us and review us on wherever you get your podcasts and YouTube. Give us 5 stars, but you don't give us 4 stars. I must assume you are the ops. And for the ops, we have rehearsed and practiced this moment right here. That is for the ops that be opping. And
oh, do they?
Oh yeah, the ops be opping. I don't have ops that I know of, so I guess I'm not doing enough. That's what.
I just try to act as dead as possible to deter them. That's my.
Who your ops are?
Oh, there's lots. Yes, I know.
I am.
They know I know.
They know. And we know who you are. You will be addressed. On Cognac Corner, we have extraordinary conversations with ordinary people about love, sex, and relationships, all fueled by cognac. I am.
Come on. It's the podcast, Zaddy.
I heard you in.
Podcast, Zaddy, come back.
So guess what I did?
All right, podcast.
I came back. I am Mr. Talk to Me Nice, Mr. Doing Too Much, podcast prophet, podcast visionary. Welcome to the mob. I am Marcus Onesimus Boston. And tonight we have new connoisseur to Cognac Corner. We have Hattie Lou in the building. Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Welcome to my home. Welcome to Cognac Corner.
Howdy. Thanks for having me.
Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Of course.
We had a good strong warm up.
Yes.
And now we're here. And the show topic for today is grace and recovery.
Yes, I love it.
I think grace and recovery is two things that should go together because they need each other to both prosper. And you being an entrepreneur for all your life, you know, especially through what you've been through, the value of those things, you know, being graceful to yourself and others, and taking time to recovery. So first, we're going to get into the week that was.
Yes.
So I'll let you go first and let us know the good and bad of the week that was.
This last week?
Yeah, this last week.
Well, my mom has been here, and if you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up, I'm very verbal about it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, y'all cool again? I said, well, that's good.
Well, you know, I want my child to have grandparents now.
Right.
I do have my limits. So
Yeah.
there was a cut-off
Boundaries.
period, yes, and then like more respect is being built, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, but I mean we're not unlike any other parent-child relationship. No one is perfect. Everybody has their issues.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm allowing her space to come into my child's life, and it's been great so far. So.
Yeah. Let that new life
It's a
build a
day-by-day
bridge.
basis. So.
Right. This is not long.
I
This
did
is,
like escape for like a few hours yesterday,
Yeah.
and I was supposed to do whatever, and I just went to 1860s.
Yeah.
Love it there. Love
Yeah.
their crab cakes.
Yeah.
Fire. Their chicken tenders.
some big titties,
Fire.
boy. Them are titties.
Okay, if you've ever had the
Them
chicken
is
tenders,
some
it's usually like a
chicken titties.
2-people thing.
Fam.
When I was pregnant, I went there one day, and I ate the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Go
say a
there,
word.
you'll
'Cause,
see.
yeah.
That was an achievement.
Hey, some
But yeah,
titties.
so
Tits.
I ran away, had a few drinks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This bucket thing, rum punch, something they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And went home. So sometimes I still get triggered, but I, you know, instead of it being like, I mean, I remember once upon a time, if something would really trigger me, it might be months of me just being off the hinge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to like a week, and then like a day, and then like now it's like a few hours, You know.
Yeah, you're adjusting to you're adjusting to them because you can't like it's like you're always in recovery. You're never really over what's happened. You just have to human beings. We have to learn to live with it because if you ain't learned to live with it, it means you're not living.
Yeah.
And
you
it's
can't just suppress it. It will.
No, it'll eat you
bubble
alive.
up.
Yeah, you got that. You can't starve the monster. You gotta embrace it and find a way to use it to your advantage. Cause
and then it gets better.
yeah, you really I definitely run and hide from my humanity in certain levels of my life because I don't know what that person is.
Well, don't be afraid.
I'm terrified.
Don't be afraid.
I am terrified because I guess I've always seen that version of. I guess I've always been aware and never felt like, oh, I'm young, I'm invincible, or that can't happen to me. I've never been like that kind of person. So I'm like, ooh, that what she did to you, bro, dog. Ooh, I won't, dog. She made you say what? You shuddered. She made you curl your toes. Oh, I don't want that kind of. No. You skip out work for a week.
I'm about to start pressing you because in my life, this is how I look at it.
Uh-huh.
You're going along and you're hopping along, and then all of a sudden there's this little wormhole, and you can either jump down it or you can just keep going. And whenever I approach one of those in life, if I'm not completely satisfied with where I'm at, I leap down that rabbit hole every single time. And you may not like it where you land, but there's going to be another rabbit hole, and you can jump down it. And I have done that, I would say, at least 100 times in my life. And you're going to be so much happier jumping through the rabbit holes than just staying on the same plane of,
I hear you, and I agree with you.
Happiness is the goal.
Yeah, I hear you.
You have to take risks.
I agree. Like I always thought I took calculated risk.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta. I realize that
you can't make your own wormhole. Okay.
Say I can make my own wormhole.
You can make your own wormhole. You can manifest something for yourself.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. I gotta. I learned how to pray with better detail because sometimes you don't pray.
If you need help with that, I can help you.
Yeah, because I be praying vaguely, and I be getting some vague shit like this ain't. I didn't order this from Wish. This ain't what I supposed. I said I gotta be more detailed in my orders because I got something different.
You have to be very careful with how you manifest because it can backfire. You have to have very true intentions. Okay, everything is about intent.
Yes, purposeful. You gotta do it with purpose, and don't do it at all.
Intent.
Okay, so the good was you got some free time.
Yeah, I'm here. That's
yes,
some of my
round
free
of
time.
applause.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I have my mom for at least tomorrow. I'm gonna try to con her into Saturday too, but we'll see.
You go for it.
Alina is so cute. So. Yeah, it's easy to persuade her. I just dress her up real cute in the morning time.
Yeah, that's why I be like. I understand the power of those things. So that's why not things. Those bundles of joy, those babies. Because once you hang around them too long.
My mom's first grandbaby too.
Oh wow, yeah. See, I don't. Yeah, my sister got two, so I'm sort of like, but I don't know what I can bring.
My
at
mom's
this point.
the only child.
Oh man. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she gonna definitely keep the baby till Saturday. Yeah.
I'm breastfeeding, so I can't be gone for too long.
Oh right, wow.
Yes.
That's real mothering right there.
It's been an experience. I've heard it's like running a 7K every day. That's what it feels like on your body.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I am.
Like hydrate or die.
Wow.
Hydrate or die. On that alkaline water.
Wow. I had a sound effect, but that's I'm gonna find it because I'm not a quitter.
I've been surprised by how much men are actually like men are super turned on by pregnant women and lactating women. It has been such a experience.
Wow.
Like most women, I feel bad for them because they're like they just feel so down about themselves, like during pregnancy and all of that. But there's like a very good portion of men who find that extremely attractive. I mean, you're literally like a goddess creating life, you know?
The way that I am speechless. Because what's funny, on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy and Charlamagne are married, and DJ Envy always having kids.
Yeah.
They always talk about how great how good how extra drippy it is because they pregnant. Yes. And I just like,
yeah,
there's just levels of life that I am just blown away by that exist.
Yes, it was a whole experience, and it was like. Yes, I loved it. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am just. It's just there's so many levels of humanity, like feeling life, like
it was
experiencing
weird.
life.
Like
is
it was very weird, and weird things like happened to my body, and it was just like, whoa! Like I just can't even believe that, just big, huge changes like quickly. But that's life too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my! That's the cost of doing business. Human life business.
I actually just posted a video today. I went and was at Target. My mom was in town. We went. I do the Cat and Jack kid exchange. If you're parents, you can return clothes, Cat and Jack brand from Target, if it's less than a year, and you like basically get to exchange them after they've worn them and everything. It's like this cool thing they do.
So like are you buying new clothes?
You buy them. You buy Cat and Jack brand from Target. You use them, and then as long as it's less than a year after you bought them, you go return them and tell them they don't fit anymore. I'm doing the Cat and Jack exchange, and they give you in-store credit for the amount you bought them for.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. So we just learned that there is.
So I went there today, got the money back. I tried on bikinis. I posted a picture of the one I got, or a little video today, and I was like, felt so good to like feel good back in a bikini, because you do like. Everybody keeps telling me if I'm like, oh, I can't fit my clothes, and they automatically think that's a bad thing. Okay, like first of all, I don't mind the curves. All right, I'm enjoying them. Now I gained like 50 pounds. Okay, I was eating donuts and cakes and stuff. I never even liked that kind of stuff. But I got all the curves, still had them. But I've got back to, I think this is it. Maybe I can get more toned. We're working on it, but I'm enjoying it. And everybody kept telling me, well, you'll lose the weight. And I'm like, who said I wanted to? Why does everybody have to comment on weight? I don't even have a scale. I deny it. It's how you feel. That's what matters. It's not what others think you should be. It's how you feel. What makes you feel good?
Yeah, confidence. What attracts everybody to each other is confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's being confident in what you have. Yes. If you don't like it, then you are more than willing to change it. It's gonna require sacrifices, but like. You have to find the confidence in either if you like it, be confident in that. If you don't like it, be confident in changing it. That's where it comes from. Like, when I try to give advice to people, or my women friends, I really don't give to my guy friends anything. Guys are just savages. Like women men are attracted to confidence. Oh well, yes. Just we
all need help.
Yeah, you have to be confident in who and what you are, and that vibration will attract who you attracted to. So like, and also you got to shoot too. Like you get like we back to karma and recovery and grace. Like I'd be so baffled how women be afraid to shoot their shot. Like, yeah, you have a better percentage of scoring because guys ain't used to getting shot. We used to be in the shooter, not the, and
honestly, I was only ever turned down one time out of all the times.
What, was he married?
No, actually.
Why you say no?
I
mean, you just, and then
I
also,
wasn't his type.
That's it, right? I was going to say that too.
I wasn't his type.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. That's part of the game. This is the way. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, so do you have any bad? No bad?
Bad relationships?
No. Like for the week that was, we had to highlight.
Oh,
if you have no low light.
My mother did disrespect my beliefs, and I was very triggered, which is why I went out for 3 hours and drank, which is not a good way of coping, but it was like, a long time of all the coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was only 3 hours, so used to would have been months, so I was very proud of myself for that.
Right, you came back.
Yeah. Yes. That was the bad, yeah. I think we all want what we think is best, but just because you think that is what is best for us doesn't mean it is, because you don't know another person and who they are. I mean, I feel like you can know someone their whole life and you really don't know.
No.
But maybe 30, 40% and most of who they really are. Mm-hmm.
Cause they're still getting to know who they are, how they go. They're still if they should be always working on who they are. So they'll always be percentage always gonna be different because you're hopefully changing. Evolving, right? Mm-hmm. You evolve into hopefully the next best greatest self.
Yes.
For you to be the next best greatest self for somebody else. I think when you find something to be greater for than yourself is when you really start to finding yourself. Like, I like to feel that we all are like there's a bunch of locks that other people have keys to.
Coexist. I just saw a bumper sticker today and it said coexist, and it had like, the Christian cross and a Jewish symbol and like a moon, and it was like every letter of the word coexist was a different religion's emblem, and it's like we're all here, and your beliefs and what you identify as may evolve as you live, and that's how it should be. We should always be constantly evolving, and honestly, I think we need less of the labels. I think labels create more boxes to divide us. And I think we don't need the labels. We just are.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need, I don't know. Labels in what way? Like labels of?
All of our labels. Because then you start to think like, if you're one thing, you can't be another thing. Like, why do you have to be anything? You just are. Wait, you are. Why do we have to put labels on it?
But I mean, we do need labels to organize things, but people aren't things. People are people. But civilization doesn't. We can't.
If we all accepted each other as we were, would we need to have organizations to support and fight? Because there would be no fighting, right? If we all just accepted each other as we were.
Yeah. That would be a
we would all be one organization working together as one.
Yeah, we could
there would
agree.
Be no more need for different.
And maybe agree on resources would go a long way. Further than hey, Keith is a savage. He's one of the people that needs a less savagery work. Hey, Keith. KBZ
therapy.
Yeah, K. He gonna be 25 forever. I said, well, you gonna always be Chris Brown. I swear, you just, I don't know how you stay young. You just stay young. Let me see. What was my plus and minus of the week? I've had relationships that they were put on pause. are back flowing again. So I'm learning how to, maybe I guess apologize or really learn how to be
Take
vulnerable,
accountability.
take the risk of being like, okay, let me do something I've never done before and see how this goes. And like everything is new. I'm like, okay, wow, this is what apologizing to your friend feels like. I always try to avoid. I like to avoid conflict. I'm avoiding conflict.
I do too.
I like
can.
to anticipate like, nope, let me get in there first before something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like. Let's see. They're tussling. Let's see where this goes. I'm like, no, they're tussling. Let's leave or let's break this up.
Yes.
Or I just let things go. Cause I'm like, is it really worth me having this interaction? Or is it like I just try to avoid conflict where some people want to have it out for the sake of figuring out each other? I'm like, I just don't want whatever,
Don't let them take your energy.
You want to break
Guard
my soul.
yourself. Protect yourself, man. Protect your energy.
For sure. I think I was a person I was like, I knew what I didn't want to do. Where most people like are focused on what they want, that they go through anything to get there. I was like, do you really want that? Because it might be a Bugatti, but do you really know they went through to get that Bugatti?
That is greed, okay? That's
what-
material. That is greed.
You are
the
correct.
devil's work, okay?
But sometimes doing bad feel good.
That's what I tell people whenever manifesting. It's like people will be like, I want like this house, blah, 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 all this, and I say, no, what you want is a home where you feel safe and you're financially secure and you have a spouse and you feel loved and supported. Like you have to let go of the idea that you know what that's going to look like. Let go of not manifesting, I want to be with so-and-so, but I want to be with someone who loves me. I want to feel loved. Like, what is the emotion you want to feel? Quit having expectations of who you want to give it to you and how. Just what do you want to feel like?
Yeah.
That's what you need to focus on. You can't expect things of other
bars right
people,
there. Had to get the bars.
Expectations will make you disappointed.
Expectations. Expectations. Expectations of the spec.
What are these questions you had earlier?
Oh, okay. So that was the week that was. I don't know. My week was great, y'all, and life is always the best. All right, so we can do an icebreaker. 23 minutes into the show, it is called Truth or Swallow. Unfortunately, she already out of alcohol, so we'll assume I will drink for her.
I could maybe take a little bit more.
No. Hey, don't. No. I got you. If you don't want to take it, if you have the choice, I will take it for you. Because I'm already where I'm going to be at. All right. What is your guilty sexual pleasure?
Whoa.
Coming out hot. Yeah, we get into the mess.
I really like to be like licked and like petted.
Petted.
Yes. Like petted.
Caressed.
Yes.
What's your love language?
It is touch
Mm-hmm.
and words of affirmation, or acts of service.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Those are like equal. And then third is like words of affirmation.
So touch and act of service is 1A and 1B, and 2 is.
Which means I didn't get cuddled enough as a child, and I was like always a servant, I felt like. And so I like people to do like things for me, like take out the trash,
Yeah. I realize
roll the laundry around,
there's some man things that I realize that I don't have an automatic response to. One is because I never a son of a single mom that don't drive. So I'm so used to her being like so strong that I don't like think of like automatically like, oh, let me go do this as a man to a woman. I'm like, oh, she got it. Instead of like, I just don't think of women as being these.
That is what I think is wrong with everything. Is your generation of mothers did everything, and so y'all did nothing. And it's like not your fault. It's how you were raised, you know.
I do what she was told. So she said something, I know how to do it. But like the innate, like, oh, this is a woman. Let me do this thing, or because
she just did it because she was strong. Because it was like my mother's age. I think she told me today she like bought this magazine at Target, and it was like highlights of the 70s or something, you know. And she was like, I graduated then, like in 70. And I'm like, okay. Prove that she can be a man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we can all do things that we're not great at, but it doesn't mean we'll be like happy and the best at it. But like, you are meant to be yourself. Like the feminine energy is meant to be soft, and like we're dark like the womb, you know, and we are dark like the universe and hold space for knowledge. And the masculine energy is light, you know, like the sheen of a sword, like he protects and provides.
Yeah.
And that's what we're meant to do. But I feel like there's a whole generation of men that their mothers, like my mothers and the ones like for about 20 years after them, they felt like they needed to provide. And the women, like we wanted to be equal. And yes, we want to be equal, but that doesn't mean like we needed to be equal, and not like our husbands shouldn't be able to beat us if they want to, right? That was the thing. But it doesn't mean that just because we're not equal, we don't have to go do what the man does.
Yeah, like yeah.
We went out into the workforce. The amount of people in the workforce doubled. Therefore, the amount of pay went in half. It's like we have a man and a woman, and they're both working 2 to 3 jobs to try and provide, when it used to just be the man was the only one that worked and the woman stayed home.
Yeah.
And now none of us are home, and we're wondering why our kids are ignorant and everything is getting
raised
more and more
by TikTok.
fucked up. Yes, exactly.
And I wonder what happened. What happened was you got in the way of your own shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, so like now, and also I didn't see how my mom dated either. You know what I'm saying? So like what I saw my mom was my mother that was gonna make sure we always straight, huh?
She didn't have time to date.
I mean, she sort of did, but like she wasn't the kind of woman that was needing to, just because the way she moved through her life, she gonna meet men that she might feel is worth her time. But she wasn't out actively doing it. She just moved. She's a motherfucker. You ain't gonna miss her when you see her.
Quit getting on Tinder and dating apps to try to meet your husband. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I always say do something like get involved in things that you enjoy. So if you are a pet lover, go to pet stuff. If you are an art person, go to art shows.
Meet them like if there was no phone or internet.
Yeah, like go outside and do things you enjoy, and you will meet people. I hate like because I did like a mentor or example to learn how to do like how to impulse. You see a woman out, what are you supposed to say? Like you supposed to have a level of like automatic response, but you learn that.
Like anger, fear, sadness, happiness, all of those things have their own level of vibration within the universe. And whenever you vibrate and are on the level you want to be on, you will attract things on the same level as you. So if you want to be, whatever you want to be doing, do it, and you will attract someone doing what you're doing.
Yes.
And going to the bars is never where you're going to find the person.
The better you know yourself, the better you know how to navigate the world you live in.
Yes.
You know what you're not here for, what you are here for. And you will find that. I always I find my women friends having these stuck points like, well, what do you want to do? Like, they not going to be at for who you want, ain't going to be where you at. Like, you have to do things you like to do and let that take its course. You worrying about some shit you can't control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let it go.
Yeah, like do stuff. Like I know I always want to do more. Like go to more comedy shows, go to more just places to be seen, and let the rest take care of itself. Like you never know who cup of tea you are until you around some tea sippers.
Yes.
You know, you just have to be out there, let it do what it do, and be fine with it.
Yeah.
And keep it moving and let the energize
You're somebody's
you.
fantasy.
You somebody with dream. Wow, that was all right. That was this question one.
Okay.
What did you say? Oh, you like be petted and what you say?
Licked.
Licked. What do you notice first about a person?
Their eyes. I literally have known people for like 6 months, and someone will mention their tattoos, and I will not even notice them, and they literally will have like full sleeves and face tats, and I didn't even notice them. Like I'm just like, I don't notice butts either. Mm-hmm. It's like here and here. This is all. Yes.
Would you rather be with a porn star or a virgin?
Ooh, virgin.
Women always say virgin. Men always say porn star. Not always, but
I believe
that's the average.
I believe it.
It's like, and this is what the women say. They
Because
say,
men are lazy. They don't want to teach. Women want it how they want it, so they want to tell you how to do it. There you go. Now you know why.
Well, you made my rationale sound like ass because I rationalized it as, well, I want something done right, I go to a professional. But as you say, the female body is a lot more complicated than the male body.
It is, for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
like I would say, like, not necessarily a flaw of mine. It's like a better word, but like, I never assumed that I can fuck her like I can fuck you because y'all not the same. Yeah,
Yes.
y'all come from different paths to get here.
Everybody has their own like buttons.
Intricacies. Like you gotta know people and know what it is and ain't is.
Yes.
And you know, it's like to assume that I'm gonna beat it down like I beat the last one. That's probably not gonna work well for her for too long. That might not be her thing, bruh. But then again, who listens to that?
Some people like it really fast. Some people like it really slow, you know?
Yeah.
Some people like to lick your toes.
Yeah, I am not there. Like I'm not playing with feet. Like the best I can do for you, like
Literally since I moved here to St. Louis, y'all have a lot of foot fetish men here. I'm like, my feet are getting more attention than ever.
not the freaky feet.
Yes.
Freaky feeters.
Yes. I love it too.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm just.
Yeah.
Woo, man. If like if this is a pool, right, and it's like the deep end with the real freaky shit,
Yeah.
and like maybe not like deep like the real deep end, but I'm probably like the end where I can stand in.
Yeah.
I probably actually only waist deep. And I'm 6'3", so I can really go down a little bit further before it gets into the woo.
Yeah.
Because I knew how powerful it was, because I was seeing
You're
how
scared.
many people it was killing. I said, I can't imagine having unprotected sex is like teenage years, and assuming you're gonna make good decisions going forward. Like that is crazy. I said, oh, this is. I understand. Wow. I get it. And then you understand, like, so now not only are you doing it early, now you moved out, so now you have all this space. Really, once you start paying bills, you be like, I need to start fucking more, because I'm paying bills and not fucking don't make sense.
So I tried to move out, and my mom told me that we were going to live together and be miserable if we had to, because I wasn't going anywhere until I was 18. So that's how that went. And she was my teacher, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Literally, I would be grounded, and I would be grounded at school, too. And she would
All right,
come.
I'm not gonna be grinding at home and ISS at school.
She would come and get me whenever it was lunchtime at school and make me go and eat lunch with her in her room.
Yeah, that's why what happened.
I literally had my first kiss, and one of her students saw it because the middle school and the high school at the time, like, had the computer people were like sharing.
I went to
and they saw us kissing by the vending machine, and her student went and told her. And 15 minutes into that class, I get called to my mom's room, and she is like on my ass about it. And I'm like 14. I haven't even processed the fact that I just got kissed for the first time. And here's my mom on my ass.
Well, kids, that is what happens when your mama is at the school that you go to school at. Like,
yes,
you're not going to... Come on, fam.
I have a lot of teachers' kids out there that are my friends, so we all know how it is.
Hey, man, I am Mr. FTK. But I respect and appreciate you reproducers and parents out there, because I don't know how y'all doing this. This is a lot. And I applaud y'all. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I done rolled the dice a few times. But you see what happened.
You seem like a moderate risk taker.
I mean, no, the women, no, I mean, condoms suck. I mean, let's be honest. Like this is, they are a great invention. They are great for what they're built for. But like, you really ain't trying to, like, that shit is whack. Like, you want to get in that thing, and sometimes, you roll that dice. So like, man, we probably shouldn't be doing this, but she ain't said nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Well, I hope this is okay, because she do got kids to get home too. But if she calls me with I'm a latex, she's a pretty cool person. We can figure this out. Like, every dice I rolled, I'm like, she won't be that bad at beer. We can maybe work this out.
Yeah. I'm
not gonna roll the dice on like, nah.
Well, you feel like that because kids are something that you want.
I'm not sold on. I have not attached my identity to having children. Like, I have not.
Well, your children are not your identity. Okay?
Well, I don't see me I don't know. I don't.
You're still your own person, but you're obviously open to it.
I'm not. Clear. Yes. I do. Yes.
You are.
I mean, it's not something.
Are you just now accepting that? Just right now in this moment? I feel like you are.
I'm not accepting.
You are.
I mean, I'm okay. I feel the person.
You'd be a wonderful father.
I think I would be too. Cause I think I will have it with the right woman, and we will. Yeah. We will do it well. I definitely want to be. I think. Yeah, the women I make take those risks with are great women. So we will be great parents together, and go forward. But thus far, none of those.
It'll happen whenever it's supposed to happen, no matter the circumstances.
Unless, I mean, if you don't get in that thing, it won't happen. If you stay out that thing, then it won't happen. But who don't want to be in that thing from time to time? I mean, sometimes, especially when that thing is attached to somebody that's like smart and fun and got some demons in her that she only release after she feel comfortable. Then sometimes that thing do things you never thought it'd do.
I feel you.
No, damn. So think about that thing. Okay, back to this. Who is focused?
I always wonder what it would be like to be a man. I think it would be so fun.
It's really narrow, like
you know, like we were saying earlier, like everybody has their own problems, you know.
Yeah, because like defining yourself as a man, like defining yourself as a black man, is so multifaceted, and you aren't always allowed to just explore those facets because it will impede your ability to be with somebody that you know. It can impede so many things that shouldn't.
People judge.
Yeah.
Man. With their own lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
When you're worried about somebody else happy more than
ops.
yours, then you something. Yeah, that's the ops. Yeah, those are the ops.
Yep.
Ops Uchi. Oopsie ops. Oh shit. Okay, next one. Damn. Look at this one. Condoms or Plan Bs?
Say that again?
Condoms or Plan B?
Oh, definitely condoms. So I actually cannot take birth control or any of that. It caused me to have like masses on my liver and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
medications, in my experience, always come with side effects. So I'm all about the all natural alternatives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dr. Sebi diet, the alkaline African diet, African electric diet saved my life for sure.
So what is that diet? What does that consist of?
Alkaline foods. So, alkaline fruits and vegetables. There's some fish and maybe a couple nuts that will fit in, but yeah, and alkaline water. And honestly, I found that if I consume like primarily alkaline water and then just try to keep an alkaline diet as much as I can, I can cheat here or there and I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Everything we consume here in America, like we don't have the food standards that other countries do, and it causes inflammation in everyone, which causes sickness and
disease, Oh, yes. The worst part of our version of civilization is that we give more grace to the wrong things.
Yes.
We will never have the democracy we want as long as we can't admit how money will adjust humans' best intentions and it'll amplify our worst behaviors. Like, we have to take the money out of this system if you want the system to function in the way you envision it. Like, you can't separate the two. Like, we chosen to make money what money is, so let's treat it as it is and we'll be fine. It'll function without it. Like, it's plenty. We can put it in other places. Like, we keep it low. The person's going to go and do their best job. No, the person's going to get paid. And it's like, women be so surprised. Like, I find it interesting. Women be so surprised how men take advantage of them because we know your playbook. Like, you tell us how to treat you the worst way to get what we want, and then you be surprised that we use it. Well, don't bend when you say you ain't gonna bend. Like, don't tell us how to get it, then be mad we use your recipe to get it. No, like, you apply pressure and require something to be there, and be okay with the motherfuckers that don't act right to be there. Like, I'm not gonna tell you the way to get into my house, then be surprised. You broke into my house. Well, you didn't tell me. If you want me to break in, you shouldn't tell me that. You want me to tell you sweet nothing's in your ear. Like, make me earn the information. Don't just throw it out there because some people gonna take advantage of it. It's just I don't know what the fuck that rant was. Whoa. All right.
Last week.
I don't know. I just be so baffled at how much grace some women give the worst men. I'm like, you're not saying what the like,
Well,
but he makes you feel some type of way.
The best in people,
Oh, okay, there it is. That's it. That's it. Yeah. You want to believe he? No, he's not. He ain't.
No, he's
That's
not.
who he is.
No.
He's not gonna do
not
better.
ignore the red flags, okay? No.
They red for a reason.
Yes.
Favorite position?
What? I don't know. Like, I really have my favorite position, but I'm just not going to do that with you. For a long time.
Okay, here's a good one. What is your masculine and feminine qualities?
Oh, well, I would say I'm very, sensual, and I make people feel very comfortable, and that is my feminine quality. And as far as masculine, I'm very, when it comes to, business ideas, I'm like, this is it. this is the answer, you know? Like, I don't care what you say. This is the answer. I'm very assertive with things at times.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I avoid conflict, you know? But I can be very bossy.
Yeah.
Like, you can boss me in the bedroom, but no other time, because I'm, like, alpha person the rest of the time. But in the bedroom, I am, like, you know, I do whatever I'm told.
Man, that bedroom is, yeah, man. I don't know, like, I be needing like a back and forth. Like, once again, like, I just haven't had. Maybe I haven't had it consistent enough. Maybe it's a lot of things I have not allowed myself to be exposed to. But like, I'll be like, look, I'm happy to be here again. Anything I need to know before we start.
Your expectations are low.
Yeah, maybe I'm too grateful. I should walk in them up like, hey, goddamn, I'm here too. Appreciate me. I don't know. Like, I just be like,
I don't know.
All right,
I
we
feel
here.
like I expect that, but I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm not going to demand you be glad I'm here. It's just, if you're not that way, I'm going to move on. You're probably going to be sad about it. They all are. Yeah. They always come back. Yeah.
You better act
But
like
if you don't do what I need, like, I'm going to move on. Like, you either do it or you don't. You're either the one or you're
But
not.
does he know because you told him, or does he know because he's supposed to know?
He should know.
God
like,
damn.
you should know I'm not happy.
Okay.
You should be able to tell.
See, now we expectations up.
No, you know.
I don't know
if they're happy
shit.
or not.
I don't know. So I gotta make sure I ask every question
If a woman
before.
is happy with you, she is like worshiping you. Okay.
Oh man, I'm fucking.
She
up.
is doing like whatever she's supposed to do to help you be the best version of you, because you are her provider and her protector, and she's gonna do whatever to make you be the best you.
Damn, I might have to get her back there. I might have fucked it up. Damn, Hattie with the gems. Music doing sex or nah?
Yes, for sure.
I've said that. I was that person like before I had my own home and stuff. I just keep my bag in the trunk. Cause I was on the move. I was going, hey, we've dated. I've done my part. We can't go to my house, but I will definitely come to yours and act accordingly. So I have the whole kit prepared, my little speaker, everything. Since I've been here, I have not had a music session yet. I've had some opponents. I've had some rendezvous. Never got the chance to get to my speaker and turn on music on. I'd be like,
I feel like most of the time I don't have music, but if I had a choice, it would be with music.
yeah, I got it. It's just then I like some like morning.
Like right now, the rain is falling. Like it sounds really nice here.
Yeah, they got the little.
Yes, you have your plant, like your stained glass window. Like I love St. Louis homes; they're so beautiful. All the molding and the arches and stained glass. Yes, I've loved moving here and getting to know the city. It's been a great experience.
Hey man, round of applause to St. Louis guys.
Yeah, St. Louis. Wouldn't take it back.
Would not take it back. What we got next? Leggings or sundress?
Sundress every day with tennis shoes, whatever.
Thongs or boy shorts?
Thongs. Boy shorts are always like right up your butt. It's so uncomfortable.
I just know. I mean, I miss.
I like men's boxers. Those are real comfy. Like the briefs, you know?
Like the boxer briefs?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a
so
boxer brief
comfortable.
person.
Yeah.
What I realized that, when you have a good woman that cares about you, or maybe when they only like you a little bit, they buy you things that you don't buy for yourself, like drawers and like wife beaters. Like they know that you go through this shit. Or once a woman start doing your clothes, she knows why he needs some new shit because men will not buy new until that shit, to every pair of underwear is down to a thread. I say this because I realize I am him. I was like, wow. I keep saying I'm gonna go.
I honestly don't really wear underwear. Like, I have all this underwear from modeling, but I, like, on a daily basis, do not wear underwear. I never have liked it unless I'm wearing something like really short.
Yeah,
you're not gonna catch me in underwear.
Yeah,
or really a bra, honestly.
Man, there's things in this world.
To each their own, though.
Right, like when I ask women, do you sleep naked or clothed? A lot of women sleep naked. I don't. So, like, when I have guests over, I'm like, oh, like, is that a signal to me, or is this how you sleep? Because in my mind, I think it's something else. Then oh, it's not that. This is interesting. Yeah. You really came here over to sleep, huh? I say, well, look at God. Gotta pray better.
Yeah, you have to be very intentional.
You do. Let me see. I'm gonna hit you with one more. Let me get out of here. Out of the. I ain't had a drink none. Truth to swallow. You gave nothing but truth. What else? I don't think anything good. Ooh, what was the age you fell in love for the first time?
16.
Like grown love or like 16-year-old love? How long was you that person after that?
He was like a year older than me, and we were together for like a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
about
like,
right.
He got really clingy, and I tried to break up with him, and he faked a heart attack on the phone with me.
Sir, like.
And then like pretending like he was in the hospital for 2 or 3 days. And then one day I called his house, and his dad answered, and I like asked how he was doing, and his dad was like, "What are you talking about?" Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Sir, you are 17 years old. What kind of heart attack are you having as you young, healthy boy?
He was heartbroken.
Yeah, man, that shit is wild. Like, this whole human thing is a fucking thing. And this whole love and like, oh.
You know, being heartbroken or like physically traumatized, like your strong emotions can cause you to have physical ailments too.
Yes.
Like trauma is stored in your hips.
Yes.
You know? So.
Yeah, it's like how we get all the same dopamines from these apps as we supposed to get when
is go ride roller coasters. That is my like healthy hack for adrenaline. I like to
really?
Go Six Flags.
Oh yeah. Wow!
If you're an adrenaline junkie, just go ride some roller coasters.
Well, see, at least see. Well, the great thing is you know that, so you know how to get that. Yeah. I don't know I don't know what my thing is like that.
Mechanism. It's a healthy coping mechanism.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's the way to pacify your humanity in a healthy way. Yes. Because all we're trying to do, all human civilization is attempt to control humanity's behavior, and we fail at it all the time. But we have to continue the attempt because that's part of how we got this far.
We always, like, everybody wants to control everyone, and really, if we would just let people be who they want to be, they wouldn't be anywhere near as bad.
We get so much further.
Think they would be, you know?
We would get so much further if we would let people be them.
People are not bad, you know? If you think people are bad, most likely you're bad.
Yeah, you're the problem, right?
Yes.
Yeah, whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Yes.
And that's what happens when you're the person like pointing out the problem. Maybe you're the problem because that problem is probably within you. Because I didn't notice that till you said something. Why would I notice that? Because my life is great. And I try to keep it that way and see the best in everyone for the longest possible. Like it's like if you can't be used, you're useless, but it'll be misused. You gotta be useful to everybody you're around because why be around them? Like it's not saying you're not using people, but like they have to be valuable to your existence, either your liability or your asset.
Yes.
One way or the other.
They're either draining you, or they're adding.
Keeping you away from where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do.
A lot of people just drain you. They don't have anything to add,
Mm-hmm. So we were talking about grace and recovery. What is the grace you think? You were saying like you've been an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you meet people that are in some form of a 9-to-5 career setting. What is the grace that you think needs to be discussed for those two to work? Because I always say it's hard to date a 9-to-5 if you are a hustler or entrepreneur, because sometimes being in the safety of the confines of the machine, you get offended by the sort of unpredictability of the risk taking that comes along with entrepreneurship. So talk to us about how you cope and deal with those and get to a good, healthy conclusion.
I mean, I think sometimes people just don't understand why you're willing to take risks that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with the fact that you want to take more risks and they don't. Everybody is their own person, Mm-hmm. But you have to make sure that you don't let the fact that they are not willing to take risks prevent you from doing what you need to do. And a lot of the times it involves letting that person go, It's like ultimately if you're taking a risk on what you want to do, they don't trust you. They don't believe in you, in what your vision is.
Yeah.
And as an entrepreneur, you are going to take risks, and you will risk it all over, mediocrity, because that is you.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is support. Like as an entrepreneur, you can't afford not to have people that are closest to you support you.
They have to trust.
Yeah, they gotta trust your vision and give you support where they can. You know what I'm saying? Because you already going through you already had to deal with enough detractors as it is. I need my person close to me to be my big supporter.
Yes.
This is gonna work out.
You need them to believe in you, even if they don't know if they believe in you. They need to convince you that they do,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need you. I always think about like how further I would be by having support. Support
I agree.
goes such a long way. Support doesn't always it's not financial. Like interested in what's going on, what you doing, how is this thing you created working out, and how is it making you more, like that goes a long way to keep that person to go forward. When someone takes interest in what's going on and why, well, you don't have to, like, that was the part where I had to let go of, things like people not sharing things or not, being interested in something you created, because once again, like, it's not about them. It's about you enjoying letting that creative outlet be your
It doesn't
place
matter
of peace.
if other people don't like what you're doing, because they don't see the big picture. They don't see your vision. You see it.
Right.
It's your vision.
That's why he gave it to you. That's why it's yours.
You cannot seek acceptance.
Nah, you got to do what you can do and do the best you can for as long as you can for the best reasons you can.
Yeah.
And with that, what is the line? What is the line you bringing out with your entrepreneur? Like we said that with you and the baby. What is that? Explain that to me again.
What do you mean?
When you say you was coming out with
okay. So I've been making some like upcycled baby products for mom and baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'll be, dropping that, I don't know, sometime.
What kind of items is that? Like, I don't know, baby stuff.
Like, I've been making like pacifier clips. I'm gonna make some like birthday dresses and some maternity wear. I found it so depressing, the maternity clothes available whenever I was pregnant. I honestly would just wear like a size up in regular clothes because it was all just so like and
drab,
I'm like,
and
yes, I'm like,
nothing.
you are still like a woman, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow! I was just asking, what is the fashion of maternity clothes? Ass is what you say.
It's like whenever you become a mom, you're not supposed to be sexy anymore or something.
Ugh.
I know. It's such a like.
That's the best coochie on the street. Clearly, because it's pregnant. That thing is thinking. Yeah. So clearly, he's doing something right. Keep it going. The damage is done now. Why close it down? It still works. He's got an employee inside now. Oh man, love the kids. Oh, the babies. Oh, the good old babies. What else we got? So, what is your food nerdness? Like, what is that? Like, what is it? You're a foodie?
Oh yeah. I actually got certified in nutrition whenever I was pregnant, and you know. Honestly, like, whenever I got sick and stuff, it caused me, you know, the medications weren't working, and I started just researching because I was an animal science major in college. And, you know, the terminology is the same. We are mammals. So I just started researching and reading, and I found that, like most autoimmune diseases, which I had, are caused from a very acidic diet, which we consume here in America. And I started doing the alkaline diet, and it just like literally saved my life. And I went from taking 17 prescription pills between like 2 doctors within the same like network communicating to none within like a year.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't take anything anymore, you know. I do my, you know, THC, CBD type products, but
damn. Yeah. Most of the things we need is already here. The shit they make for you ain't made for you, because even
we
they
don't
use
need
the shit.
Artificial. We have everything we need.
Was here before we got here.
Yep.
It was already well designed. With being a mother, like, what is your plan of teaching the young baby her identity, like how to navigate her identity? Because, you know, her having a mixture of 2 cultures, and then being identified physically as one more than the other. Well, it depends on how she chooses to navigate the water that she will have to face either way. So what have you thought to sort of prepare yourself to guide her?
You know, I think the best thing is just show her all of it, you know, and then like also show her things that aren't either of us.
Right.
And whatever it is she wants to do, she's going to do.
Yeah.
I'll support her to do whatever.
You definitely gotta, like, I talk to kids like they adults anyway. I don't baby kids. I don't, hey, what do you need? What's going on? How you doing today? How you been? Like, I don't be like, I'm like, wait a minute. How you doing, young ma'am, young sir? How's your day? How's your graham crackers? Like, I want you to talk. I want you to feel that you are already. I don't want you to. You know, sometimes we curate in people and kids these unnecessary entries to each other. You know, like, because we all try to get. We're gonna be old longer than we're gonna be young. Yeah. So why would you not sort of find a way to groom that young person to be the best old person they can be? I
mean, I hold my baby as much as she wants me to.
Yeah,
I believe she's a baby,
yeah.
and she is not manipulating me. She is wanting me to connect with her, to establish security and a foundation in her life, and to know that if she ever needs me and calls me, that I will be there, as I'm supposed to, you know?
Yeah.
But I also do tell her no sometimes, and she is full on, you know, she's a Cancer, so she's like the drama, waterworks. Oh. She likes to chew cords. It's like her thing. Like,
damn.
Whatever she's not supposed to have is what she's going after. And it can not even look that interesting. She like paper, she's going to eat it. I mean, I'm all the time like, pulling stuff out of her mouth.
Oh my goodness!
I cannot keep up with her. I'm trying to get in shape, man. She is gonna give me a run for my money. For sure.
Yeah. Think about you, and that now you. Yeah, she's that's. Yep, you in there. Yep.
She is everywhere. Some of my friends are like, "Oh no, you don't need to." My kid didn't even look at plugins. No, Alina is like.
You're boring.
Alina
also,
is into everything.
I'm not
okay?
boring, so my baby ain't boring. You're boring. Of course, you ain't. No.
Well, I'm very chill, but she is just Miss Curious.
Yes.
Yes.
And curiosity should definitely be empowered.
Yes.
Never turn down your kid's natural thing. Empower them, let them explore that and see where it goes. Because we missed out on a lot of great. Some people in jobs they ain't supposed to be in because they wasn't allowed to explore the interest that really makes them great. We missed out on something that could have been great for civilization because this person's out here doing what they doing, not what they're supposed to be doing.
What they think they're supposed.
Yeah, because you
doing.
get a chance to be allowed to figure out what your thing was. You think you living in the thing you supposed to be living in?
Right now, yes, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm on my path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it too.
And that's
it
the
is
key.
not without its obstacles, but I love my life right now.
Life is long, but it's short.
Yeah, I feel like I've lived a lot of lives.
You have. You told me a lot of life. I saw a lot of life that you live. I said, oh yeah, she lived. I said, yeah. She is wise beyond her years. She went into it and made it out alive and well. A lot of people don't. So he was blessed beyond years.
I believe in like past lives. Like I think we've been here before.
Yeah. I like that. I like a reincarnation.
Yeah, I think this is like my last life of lives,
You
I
checked
feel like
up all
really
the things you need to do.
old woman, like in a young person's body. That's how I feel.
I like that. I like the Eastern philosophy. That makes a lot more sense than the other shit they pushed on us. I could care less
I think
about
everyone's their own person, though.
Yeah,
We're all on our own path and our own time.
Yeah. This thing.
That's why you can't compare yourself to anyone, just who you were yesterday.
Yeah. You definitely got to embrace your own lane.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to bring people in, let people go. That'd be the thing. We hold on to some people too long and don't hold on to others long enough.
Yeah, so this woman once told me about soul contracts and how, before you come here, like into, as humans, you have like your spirit tribe, and you all create soul contracts, and you agree to meet each other here at certain times to teach each other things. And it's like once you teach each other those things, you can stay friends and connected, or you can let each other go, but it doesn't matter because you have fulfilled that soul contract. And a lot of times sometimes what you're supposed to teach someone, it may not be positive. Like it may be a negative experience. And you have to let it go, like once you've learned the lesson, whether it be good or bad. Sometimes it may be good and you still may need to let them go,
Yeah, absolutely. The experience, bad experience have value as good as the good ones. Because if you didn't have the bad ones, you would appreciate the good ones. And usually the lessons lessons unlearned are repeated. And it's through that sacrifice of learning that lesson that you find the door that closed ain't as bad because the one that opened is way better.
Yeah.
Okay, closing. Okay, we're going to get up out of here. So what's your closing thoughts? Give us some closing, where we can find you, what's coming up.
I would just say check in on my Instagram, Hattie Lou Who. And, as I start dropping stuff, it'll be dropping. I'm going to be getting back into some things that I got out of and into some new things and kind of shifting focus in some areas. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited, and I'm, thankful for all my followers for showing me grace and being patient with me over the last couple years and staying connected, even though maybe I wasn't doing what you were expecting. Yeah, so I'm just glad everyone stays tuned in and watches me grow and evolve. You know, it's like we have a picture where we want it to go, but it's not always, it doesn't always manifest how you want it to. And if you need
No.
help with any of that, you can hit my DMs too.
That is the beautiful, amazing, small Hattie Lou. All right, y'all. As always, go subscribe, follow, like, and share. Always Forward Media and Cognac Corner. Closing out my tab with some of the finest quotes in the city. If I can find my list. We'll be far further. Everybody is somebody because of somebody else. And that's such an important quote because I mean, without these interactions, these moments, we wouldn't be the people that we're going to be next without somebody. And I always don't like when people are like, I did it by myself, my bootstraps. Well, you didn't pave that street. You didn't turn, like, it's things you don't do to help you do what you do. You didn't design an iPhone, but that iPhone helped you get to yada yada. So somebody is somebody because somebody else. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. That's it. That's it, guys. We're making it way more complicated than it has to be. What they hating you, they missing themselves.
Yes.
Hey, that's it. That's it right there. Sip on that. Trust is lost in buckets, but gained in drops. So you gotta be careful who you fuck over in this life. Because trust is hard to gain, but easy to break. Growth scares people that don't want to change. And sometimes that means you gotta let them go. It's okay. Grow without them. You can't grow with them. Aspire to inspire before you expire. You know, be somebody worth looking up to and say, hey, you know what, because of him, I did better instead of doing worse. Last but not least, love yourself, love each other, and love is all we got.